Well, it is good to know that we are all alive, kicking and strong after the weekend. And when we are strong like this, we come together for a common goal. The common goal is to do Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, where we share some of the happenings with you on the showbiz front here in Ghana and outside of Ghana as well. My name is Sammy Flex, and on a Monday evening like this, obviously you know that the usual suspects will be seated for us to do our thing. Roland Amate is here from Shagzi, Shatter Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube and showbizchannelgh.com. And at the stream end, in Team Dodo Solomon, you can simply call him Chemo. Chemo is also our online manager at Flex Entertainment Limited and also in T Dosu Digital Solutions Boss to take care of all your streaming, monetization, management online just for you. Behind the scenes, the producers are putting things together for us to run. Let me say shout outs to Theophilus Digos as well as Buju Lenz. Together, when we come together like this, we give you the best of content when it comes to show business in Ghana. First, let's start with Africa Movie Academy Awards. Looks like some yawa is happening. And the yawa is such that some of our top actors and actresses here, as well as movie producers, who were nominated in various categories, according to information online, they were supposed to have been in Nigeria over the weekend for the awards. Organizers of the award scheme told them that we are giving you an all-expense-paid trip to Nigeria, so no shaking. Put together your bags and luggage and let's meet at the airport. We fly you maybe via Peace Airlines or something to Nigeria for the awards. Unfortunately, when they also packed clothes and luggage to the Kotoka International Airport, almost all the tickets reserved for them, either they were not paid, either they were fake, or things did not just go the way they were supposed to go. Stranded passengers had to roll their bags back home into Ghana again. They could not even go anywhere. They just had to come back. And as it stands, one of the actresses, Gloria Safo, is firing the organizers of Africa Movie Academy Awards, AMA Awards. She is firing them. According to her, there are people who have decided to keep quiet. And according to her, some of the people Ghanaian, some of the Ghanaian actors, those who even went to Nigeria, those who were able to go to Nigeria, whilst they were in Nigeria, do you know what happened? Their accommodation and other matters, they were issues. She does not want to talk about them. She doesn't want to be the one to talk about them. But whoever would want to talk about them, that's fine. But she does not want to talk about them. And she has been firing. Well, a video evidence is here to support what I'm talking about, and I'm sure after I pick the views of my people, then we take it from here. Let's watch it. I'll be back.
You can't tell me that you are inviting me with an all-expense paid trip, invitation, and then I end up stranded at the airport. It doesn't work that way. Like I said, I had a lot of things to do. I missed the movie sets, a feature film by a colleague. I missed a short film. I missed an awards night that I was nominated. I missed going for my movie premiere. The embarrassment, Nana Frema, the embarrassment. We stood at the airport for hours, and everyone, we were just so lucky that we went with media people, all right, but they were also found in that state, so I don't know if any of them was able to capture anything, but it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Why would they do that? Abdul Salam Yakubu, Mumuni, Abdul Salam, Julia Pia. Just name them. A whole lot. Akofa, Jenny. I mean, just name them. Name them. Our big filmmakers. We were stranded at the airport.
Anyway, so that was the video from Gloria Safo in that particular live episode where she was firing the organizers of AMA Awards or AMES. What is happening, Ro? You have been following some of these events. What is happening? Why is Gloria and her folks not happy with the organizers?
Well, of course, if you went through the kind of ordeal they went through at the airport, you would definitely not be happy in any way, because we all know how busy these people are, especially when it comes to their schedules and things that they would have to do. So in order for you to actually give them a certain promise or have a certain arrangement with them, and later they find out the arrangement is not as planned without any meaningful or better explanation. Obviously, these are things that you don't take lightly. These are things you don't take lightly, and it has nothing to do with whether AMA is in Nigeria or is in Ghana. These are things that you don't take lightly, because for some people to be stranded at the airport, for what reason? Because they received an invite. Because for whatever reason you decided to promise them a ticket for them to actually grace the occasion, then they get stranded at the airport. Obviously, I believe her call is in the right direction, where the organization needs to respond as quickly as possible with meaningful explanation. With meaningful explanation, because this should not be done. This should not be done. And the people that are also quiet about it, I am also disappointed in them.
Why?
Of course, because
why are you disappointed in them?
If the tables were to be turned, you wouldn't receive it lightly. That one, let's put everything aside. Not long ago, Nigeria Super Eagles were stranded at the Libyan airport. See, the kind of communique that went out there even forced CAF to find the Libyan Football Association and also banned, penalized them with 3 points and 3 goals.
Okay.
Yes, to Nigeria. And these are the kind of communique that we are talking about. If it is left with Gloria Safo alone, this is just one person in a lot. And to talk of the fact that it is not only the entertainers that were treated this way, but also media people were also involved.
Yeah, I hear
media people. They have my most disappointment. Media people, for whatever reason that they've decided to keep quiet, I hope they also have a better explanation to it. Because for you to go through this kind of experience, then it is not the best. And if you would want to keep quiet, because per my checks and conversation, I understand this is not the first time such a thing has been done to people like that. Okay. This is not the first time some of them have gone through some of these things. And this is a state where we want to say that we just want to champion or encourage each other to patronize what each other is trying to push. And if in that sense, when we are holding an event here and we would want to treat people good, we would want to encourage them from other countries to come and support us, there's no way we should put them through that kind of experience when we want them to come and help us or grace our event to make it a success. This doesn't happen anywhere, or this should not happen anywhere. So me, I second it, and I hope that the AMA will come and respond to it accordingly and give a very better and meaningful explanation. Else, this is very disappointing.
Do you think it was an issue to do with the Ghanaian actors, or it is a general issue with the organization?
I think it is a general issue with the organization. Yes, because even last year, I saw some publications of other nationals also going through something similar, including some Ghanaian actors. Some went through, others did not. So I want to believe it is something that has to do with the general organization. Some people are not taking their responsibilities or roles serious, which is what is affecting other people, and it is giving the scheme a bad name. So if you don't call out some of these situations, those things will not be rectified. Those things will not be done right, because last year it happened, but it looks as if it did not, it was not out for conversation. Nobody said anything about it, yet it happened again. And this time, the worst case scenario is what we are seeing, where a whole battalion gets to the airport and they tell them your tickets are invalid and you need to return. for whatever reason, no better explanation has been given to these people yet.
Okay, well, let me go on to Intim Dodo Solomon and ask him what he also thinks about the actions of the organizers of AMES, that is the Africa Movie Academy Awards. This has been happening for some good years. This event is not new. They have a rich track record. In fact, even as we speak, Ghanaian actress Jackie Appiah here won the Best Actress in a Leading Role in a movie produced here in Ghana by a Ghanaian producer, directed by Nigerian Aras. And I'm asking if they are really recognized, winning awards in the categories and all that, then why would someone ignore their entry to Nigeria? Chemo, take over.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Gloria Safo's video, and she has a lot to say.
Okay.
Some of the things that she said, I think it's in the right direction. But
Okay.
I also felt that she said certain things that there were no need to say them. And you say those things just to counter the positive that you are saying in the same protest that you want to do. So I think she should be careful the way she goes about it.
Okay.
I remember she was praising one piece in the video.
I think the piece happens to be the main founder.
The founder
Yes,
of
I'm
and she's
guessing-
passed on.
I'm guessing, yes, the main person of the whole thing, and I'm guessing when she was alive or when she was in charge, nothing of this sort was happening or were happening. So you can't just turn around and make it look like it's a targeted thing to Ghanaians or something like that. So that's where I felt like, nah, you don't have to say that. You can go direct, you can channel your whatever grievances or whatever to those who are in charge, instead of you generalizing it and making it look like it was a targeted thing to Ghanaians who are traveling to Nigeria. I don't believe that. The organizers, obviously, according to her report and even what some people are saying, it was poor in terms of organizing the people to come to the place. So you can go at them, you can say whatever you need to say, but don't generalize it. I was like, no, if you go that direction, the import of the message that you want to put across will not come out.
Okay.
There were people who also start attacking instead of saying that, okay, maybe the people in charge are not doing the right thing, and we have to hold them responsible. And I think it is good that she's saying it. One positive I took from her coming out is the fact that whenever any other person also get an invitation, they will do their due diligence.
Okay.
At least the ticket will come to you. You can call the airline or whoever to verify if it is valid. If it is not, you don't bother yourself moving around. So she has a good message that people can pick something from it and know what to do next. But her generalization of certain aspect of the whole thing, I was a bit disappointed if she would talk like that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you are also praising somebody who is part of it or who is affiliated to it. So you can't get both. You can't be the target. It can't be like you are Ghanaian, that's why they are treating you like that. Some people are not good at what they do, or some people at some point may disappoint you in terms of their duty. Okay. So let's single those people out, call them out, and maybe replace them, or whoever is in charge will know that, no, if I continue to work with these people, they will disgrace the organization. So for me, she says something good. She's exposing something that can be rectified, but she should be careful the way she goes about it. Yeah.
Well, in other news, King Paluta is also apologizing for a non-appearance at a show somewhere Oyibi. And after watching the apology videos and again other videos of some people who were even after him, I'm asking King Paluta, so what happened? What really happened? Because in the video, there are some gentlemen who were seen saying that King Paluta was supposed to make an appearance at a place that has been renovated, and the place is active. Many artists have been going there already. And I have a story about this place. In the same place, some time ago, Family, there was another story about Family. This same place, that OEB place, I don't know what is happening. Now, the gentlemen were not happy because according to them, they saw Paluta. Paluta was eating jollof.
I bet you jollof. Yeah,
they saw Paluta, he came there to eat jollof and blah, blah, blah. Now, time to perform and you were nowhere to be found. They are disturbed. When we thought maybe Paluta did not have a defense, he's out there in a video published online apologizing. But Paluta failed to tell us what really happened. He did not perform. He was only apologizing to fans and not coming. Said, King, this does not solve the problem, and this does not remedy the situation for you. In fact, if you're an artist and some of these stories always come to your name, it is a worry. It's a big worry because there are some businesses, when your name comes up, and they say, oh, this guy, he won't come, he take the money. So Paluta, even before I listen to my people, I have a caution for you. Next time, whatever happened, say it as it is, if you can. Unless maybe you are guilty and you've apologized somewhere, because I watched a video of Zion Felix posting this particular content and he rather tagged Zion Felix as in the page, tagged the people who were doing the show, say, someone did not come for a show. An artist does a video to apologize and the people whose show Paluta could not, they have been tagged. When these guys push and they tag you, it's another business conversation. Some of us, we know. So when I saw that they have been tagged, I said, okay, so what is the business indeed? Well, let's watch it. And when I come back, ask my people what they also think about the no-show, the apology video, and the matters arising.
Paluta, uba bre papa. Uba da ben, chatawale kwa de yewe, Stonebwoy mo munye we. Wo ndum fo. Wa me ami mboti o soja ne obo aboa Paluta. Umami. Paluta. Ka be kumu. Amanfo 100 betna. Wanu nsio. Wanu se kama no Paluta.
O rasta le kwa nyebo.
Uba bra kana ha u ka be kumu. Hey, toilet ka be kumu Paluta. Umami.
Okay, so greetings, lovely people. It's your man Paluta. Today I was supposed to perform at OEB Lodges Lounge. Yeah, Lodges Lounge OEB. So but due to some few circumstances, like some few ups and downs, we couldn't perform. So we are saying sorry to OEB people. It's not our fault. It's not the organizers' fault. Like sometimes it happens like this. So we are saying sorry to you guys. We are going to come here again and we are going to do this together. We're going to make history together. Forgive us. It will happen again. Sorry to the fans. Keep supporting Paluta music. I love you guys.
Anyway, so that was it. Paluta. Let me start with Ro. It's still about events. What have you heard so far about this?
Well, not much details apart from what has come from Paluta. The organizers of the place or the handlers of the place have so far not released any official statement or have not said anything about the incident. Okay. But rather, most of the commentaries have been from disappointed fans who turned out on the night to watch Paluta perform, and there was no show. I also agree that per whatever happened, I also agree Paluta should have come clean, unless maybe he's guilty, which is what is also giving me the same vibes. Because looking at his statement and his posture, I believe there was a form of either miscommunication or an agreement was not met. Okay. But perhaps out of maybe respect, I don't want to call it fear. Maybe I'll just give him the benefit of the doubt and say maybe out of respect he has for certain people in some of the conversations, maybe he would want to swallow certain things and still render an apology. Okay. But you see, at the end of the day, in the public eye, it also gives you a different kind of image or a different kind of perception. In the public eye, if you are not able to do it, mind you, you are not only dealing with the people that you are in talks with as at that moment, but others are also reading your actions and inactions or your demeanor as far as this particular conversation is concerned to take the honest decision about you. Okay. So sometimes, okay, an artist is supposed to appear here. He did not appear or he did not perform. The first thing we see online are complaints from fans. Okay, now, let's wait for the artist. Then the artist comes to apologize to the fans, and in his wording or in his statement says that it is not his fault neither is it the organizer's fault. If you are bold to say these two things, then what stops you from saying what actually happened?
Yes. Yes.
If you are bold to say these two things, then what actually stops you from saying this, from giving the main reason? Unless there is something really to hide, or there's something somebody is. Yes, we know you are trying to protect something. If you don't want to give full details, no problem. Don't give full details. But there are certain essential details that can save certain conversations elsewhere that you may not be present to actually respond.
Defend, yeah.
You understand? So me, the posture that he gave with his apology there, and then called the Edin Crank. Oh yes, and called the Edin Crank because I am seeing this as a forced apology. As a forcing on Obekai.
And with the tags and the mention
exactly
the people who did the show.
And with the fear of also saving his name and image, or his face and image, would come out and say it is not my fault and it is not the organizer's fault. If you are bold to make some of these statements there, then putting out whatever happened, be aside the usual brofu unforeseen circumstances and why you know. Circumstances beyond our control. No?
Deeply regretted.
There is the need for you to also put out certain essential details so others can also know that, oh, perhaps the place that we went to, we maybe imagined, or the organizers told us the place would be like this. Like you said, it is a renovated place that will be beautiful for a man for performing. In Tibia, there were certain standards that we were looking out for. Standard, and within that short period, the organizers also are telling us that they can't put out those logistics within that short period, therefore may not be able to help us bring out the performance we want to deliver to you. This is a valid reason. This is a valid reason. If it has to do with logistics, sound, or whatever, this is a valid reason for you to call off your performance. Because at the end of the day, your performance is not only to the audience present, but also people from afar who will probably chance on those performances online. So, but if you are not able to put some of these details out, then what actually is the problem? Then I want to believe that it only tells me that
and which you can mention.
Of course, it is money conversations has been part of our dealings day in, day out.
Yeah.
And it is not a shame, whether big or small.
Yeah.
Shatawale is known for taking the highest amount of money in terms of performance charges in Ghana. But sometimes we are here and people sometimes call him out for a certain amount of money, and you ask yourself, is that Shatawale? Because that is him perhaps trying to do a certain somebody a favor, and maybe it goes sideways. So if Paluta, maybe the fee that you called is not what your normal rate card would be, but then aqua sideways, nothing should stop you from saying, hey Charlie, this is actually the situation and this is where we stand at the moment. So let's try and save that. But when you come and say it is not my fault, it is not the organizer's fault, so are you trying to say it is the fans' fault, Anna? And our fans now Mamba Bibri.
I watched the video with pain because I really wanted to understand what happened. And sometimes some of these things are lessons for many others as well, and not you alone. But unfortunately, King Paluta did not give us those details for us to use for the discussion. But I don't know what this means to his brand and maybe the organizers as well. Chemo, come through.
Yeah, this is a poor one. And I will not blame only King Paluta, but the people around him. I think the way that the video came out, obviously he has been advised, and the people around him did not do their job, because what came out is really, really poor. Really, really poor. I mean, how can you say that it is not my fault, it is not organizer's fault? How? And so and all. Earthquake and see. So what are you talking about? So this is really, really poor apology. I think he should come again, and this time around, they should put it on paper. Let somebody
like a press statement of a sort.
Yes, and let somebody give a very reasonable whatever that
excuse,
yes, for even if you have to lie to save them, fine, but this one is really, really poor, and I'm surprised that he's even tagging the organizers. And
that one I don't understand.
Zion Felix and others are posting it. I mean, I don't know. I think I think they should come again. This is really, really poor because of the way he went about it. And obviously, I will agree with Roland and what you said earlier. He is trying to protect someone, not even about himself. And he's doing it in a very bad way. So me, I would advise him. This time around, he is now part of the A category, and he should behave as such. Don't fear anybody at this point in your life. When your song is everywhere, when the presidents and the presidential candidates are using your song
they are listening to you.
Whatever, you don't have to be afraid of anybody. Just do your bit. Just negotiate what you think you deserve and forget about what people can do
Fly
to you.
with it.
No, not at all. At this point, your song is taking you wherever that you need to be. So don't be afraid of what people will do to you. It won't go anywhere until you stop playing hit songs. This is your time, and don't waste it. I think he's really wasting his opportunity, being being among the people with the hit song in this current dispensation. What he did is just a disservice to his own brand, and I hope he will come back and do something better.
Well, once again, some nuggets shared with King Paluta and his team. This is also a worry to me. Knowing the space that we operate in, I was really interested, especially when I saw the guys firing and said, these are some of the things that you'll be facing growing up. So when I went there, that's okay, King Paluta is growing.
Yeah,
King Paluta is growing because there are some things, if you don't pass through as an artist, it means you are not even there.
Yes.
So yes, you are growing, but save your face and save your brand. Let us understand what happened, because you went there. You went there. So what happened? Like, what happened? And he said it's not your fault. Okay, no problem. Whose fault is it? He said it is not the organizer's fault. Well, okay, the fans, is their fault. The fans, you guys, it is your fault. You are the reason King Paluta did not perform. Because if it is not the organizer's fault, it is not King Paluta's fault too. Then whose fault it is? Well, Chemo, still on you. Brimstone.
Yeah.
Still on you, Chemo. I've seen a video of Sally Frimpong talking to Brain Jotter, who is in Ghana at the moment, for their next weekend show. That is You Do Me, I Do You. I plan to go see one of them, if not at the National Theatre, at the Bukom Boxing Arena. I'll sure be going to see them. And very soon, we're also activating our Flex event coverage. Our people will be out there at some of these event grounds to watch happenings there, and they will be reporting to us. So get ready for that as well. Now, Sally Frimpong has put out an appeal to Brain Jotter. We all recently saw Go by Brain Jotter, how he was able to break the world with that particular sound. And as it stands, Sally is telling Brain Jotter that you have to do same for Stonebwoy. You have to do same for Stonebwoy. And I don't know how you people feel about the appeal, how it was communicated, and the big question, whether Brain Jotter is likely to do this. Should he return to Nigeria or even here in Ghana? Is he likely to do this? Let's watch the request video from Sally Frimpong in the studios of Asempa FM during the entertainment conversation. And when I come back, I pick views and opinions from my people. Stay tuned.
The Nigeria, support our craft. See the way that we brought you to Ghana, like that. When you go, I mean, do some skit about us. Sometimes it's not always about money. It's about supporting each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they could have gone for anybody else, but they brought you. There's a reason why they brought you. They saw the connect and all of that. So connect us very well. And when you go right now, go and do JJJ, because if people have actually actually done the editing to suit you doing that dance and the website, you know, go support us also. Do you understand what I'm just like you're also supporting your craft? Why? What? Yeah. Say you. Say you. Say you. Say okay. Say okay. Yo.
Anyways, Jemo, yes, I want to start this with you. Very soon, should we expect another gong from Brain Jotter this time for Stonebwoy?
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that?
Yes, I'm surprised that an industry person, so-called, will ask for a request, knowing that creators or entertainers don't work like that. It was really in poor taste, and even the way the request also came was also in poor taste.
Okay.
She got everything wrong. There's nothing wrong to ask for something like that, to ask for collaborations, but you have to do it the right way. What she said, the way she said it was wrong. And again, the guy didn't do gong because he wanted to help the man. So that's why I'm saying that if you are a creative person, or if you are part of the entertainment industry, and at the point you may even call yourself a gatekeeper, then you have to know the basics of how entertainers operate, or how creatives operate. He is not there looking for people that he can help and then use their content to help them. It doesn't work like that.
True.
So for her to ask that she used Stonebwoy song to do something like that, it's not in a good taste, or it is not in line with how entertainers
business,
not
how
at all.
businesses
Yes,
are done.
you see, you can request that if there's an opportunity for him, Brain Jotter, to do something for any artist or with any artist, he should be open-minded to do it. I mean, it's business, and again, through that he may be helping others. You can put in a request like that. But for you to make it look like, no, you have to do it. In fact, this is it. You have to help the person because you have been chosen. You are the chosen one. It doesn't work like that. I mean, yeah. So for me, there's nothing wrong for you to request for an entertainer to do something for you, but you have to do it the right way, and also know how entertainers work. He can't just get up, as I said, he didn't just went for that man's song because he wanted to help the man. He saw something, or he felt something about the song, he did his thing, and it worked. And there's no guarantee that it will work if he does it for something else, or for another person. No, there's no guarantee there. So it should rather be more like collaborations or something. I would have wished that she will ask that, collaborate with Stonebwoy and let's see what you guys can come out of. Like like say something in the line of, can you collaborate with, like, Stonebwoy? You want Stonebwoy, you want to be specific. Suggest to him that Stonebwoy has something good, and you wish that he will collaborate with him, and let's see what they can come out and how it will go. Be something like that. But the way she did it, it was more like, you are the chosen one, you have to do it to help our people, because it's not all about money. It's also about helping people. Come on, it doesn't work like that. So for me, I think it was in a bad taste, but there's nothing wrong asking for the
Brain Jotter
to do something.
Such a thing.
Yes, just that she didn't do
the
it
approach
right for
me.
It was so
business-like.
wrong for me. Yes.
Well, Ro, come through.
Somebody will sit in plane.
Somebody do what?
Sit in plane. In a flight. Come to a place to do his business. You want to put an appeal to him, and you want to tell him that they could have chosen any other person, but they chose him. Do you think they are doing him a favor?
It means they are telling they have options.
If you have options, no problem. Why don't you exercise those options? Even if he has a desire to do something, the way Sally approached this matter will actually put him off. You tell him it is not always about money. Now it is about It is not always about money. It is. You think it is not because of business? That's why he's here. You think he's here just because Ghana and Nigeria are collaborating? You think that is the reason why he's here?
It's not always about money.
It's not always about money. That it is about help. Who told you somebody wants to help somebody? Do you think the organizers are helping Brain Jotter by bringing him here?
No.
Or you think Brain Jotter is also helping the organizers by coming here?
No.
Nobody is helping. It is not a charity organization. It is not an NGO. Even NGO crowd, there is business in there.
The administrators, they get paid.
Jawa.
They
understand. They understand them.
I'm not saying
Nobody is doing anybody a favor. Look, you want to run an appeal to him. No problem. There's nothing wrong with you actually appealing and say, oh, this is my favorite song, and I wish you could do something with it like you did with. No problem. But you see, give him good reasons for him to do it. That reason can be satisfactory, or that reason can be business-wise. It is based on just these two reasons that you are supposed to convince him to do it.
Yeah.
Not any other reason. Don't come and tell him because it will like collaboration. He will help. It will help him, or he will help you. You think he is here to help? So if he's here to help somebody, look, he did a show in Nigeria and he helped some people, about 10 people, with ₦1 million each in one night. If he wants to help, he will not bother sit in a flight and come to Ghana. He will do it there.
Yeah.
He did a show and he awarded people with ₦1 million, fans that came to patronize his own show in a night.
Even that, in his own interview, he said it wasn't planned.
Exactly.
It's not
He
a plan.
wanted to do just one person, but at the end of the day, he ended up doing different people. You see, it is not a charity. He's not running a charity organization. Even if he has a foundation, it has a.
That's not for the purpose.
No, he has a different plan for that. If you want to approach this, approach it on a business ground or something that will be self-satisfactory to him, because the man. He explained the reason why he even had to go and give that man some money. To him, the beginning of him doing that was not because he wanted to make money out of it. It was self-satisfactory because he loved the song. And it's been a while I heard this song. Why don't I do something with it? And he did it. And at the end of the day, certain form of business came out of it. And he felt like, okay, why not? Let me help. Let me also extend some good gesture by giving this man something. He did not even give the man money because he felt the man is a charity person or he wants to just dash the man money. No. You understand? So the way she approached the issue there, I believe if Brain Jotter even has a desire of or even thought of doing it, this particular approach can put him off, because you are telling him it is not always about the money. Are you the one that brought him here? Is he here because of that purpose? No. If he is not here because of that purpose, then why should you make it look as if you are doing him a favor by him being here?
Yeah.
Whatever reason he is here for is not only to his benefit, but to another person's benefit. And it is strictly on a certain business that he came. So if you want any other business, you know his business lines, call them. And they will give you their rate card for him to do it. Because they don't, it's apart from the fact that they want to do it, they don't just do anything anyhow.
Fact.
They don't just do anything because some people are doing it and they are doing it. You see what Sally was saying? She was saying it from an angle that song, the JJJ song, one of Brain Jotter's dance moves was synced with that dance
and
move.
it worked.
And like people are posting it. And they know that it is not an original piece that was made. That is why Sally wants him to actually intentionally be intentional.
Be intentional about it.
Yes, and do it. And he also wants to tell you that it is not always about
being intentional. It's about a business
Your
conversation.
intentionality should be motivated by something.
Facts.
And you want to tell him that it is not always about money. If it is not always about money, somebody came with about 3 different PAs to Ghana. You want to tell me it is not about money. If it is not about money, sit there. When the time comes and he wants self-satisfaction, he will do it. And that time, they don't come just anyhow.
Well, there are other stories that happened over the weekend. I'm sure tomorrow when we come forward and we sit like this, we will be discussing them as well. So stay tuned for more. My name has been Sammy Flex. I did this with Roland Amate and Team Dodo Solomon Chemo with our team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens. Until then, remember to subscribe to us and let's read your commentaries on this. This is Showbiz Daily, live on Sammy Flex TV. See you again in our next video. We're out of here. Bye-bye.